Hi guys! Welcome back to our channel, Tambayan ng Pinoy Abroad. Hello! Kumusta? Kumusta kayong lahat? Ang ating mga kababayan all over the world, globally. Ayan guys, mag-usap-usap tayo dito. Yan, mga Pilipino, ako nandito. Nakabase ako ngayon sa US. So, ang ating pag-uusapan ngayon tungkol ni former President Duterte. Nandoon na siya, 'di ba? Alam naman nating lahat, nandoon siya sa Hague ngayon. Naghihintay ng paglilitis ng kaso niya. Kain muna tayo. This is fish stick. Sarap. Kumain muna tayo. Ang aking pag-vlog kasi dito, pagkain, alam niyo na. Kain-kain. Mostly kain-kain talaga ako kasi nandyan ako sa pag mula sa work ako, kumain ako, nilalagay ko kasi sayang naman guys, di ba? Hello, kumusta na kayo dyan, mga OFW, mga kababayan ko, mga Bisaya? Kumusta naman kamo din ang tanan? Lalong-lalo na ngayon yung mga Bisaya na nasa Hague ngayon, nasa Netherlands. Kumusta na kamo din haoy? Kumusta na inyong kahimtang? Nag-uol ba mo? Nag-uol ba mo kay na si former President Rodrigo Duterte there? At nandiyan yun si Vice President Sara, di ba? Pati yung si youngest daughter ni Kitty Duterte. Nandiyan ang pamilya ni Duterte. Di ba? Tingnan mo naman yan, aking damit, parang aking curtain. Yung aking curtain kasi guys, cover yan sa dark kasi sun, nandyan ang sun. Yung ano ko kasi, yung window ko is a glass, pure glass, thick glass window, like huge, like super huge, just like a house panel. So kailangan lagyan talaga yan ng darker curtain window to cover the sun. So, makikita mo yan, sun yan, kasi inano ko yun. Sun pa kasi sa magsa-summer na kasi kami dito, kaya ayan, nagkagaganyan. 7 o'clock PM na, galing pa ako sa work. Ayun, may sun. Pero hindi ko ino-open. Mamaya after ko dito, i-open ko yan para okay naman dito. Sarap ng fish stick. Sarap ng fish stick. Meow, meow, meow. Pusa ko eh. Yes, pag-usapan natin, kunti lang. 10 minutes lang. Pag-usapan natin ang kahimtang karon ni former President Rodrigo Duterte nandoon sa Hague. So pag-usapan natin konti, hindi super busy ako guys. Hindi ko talaga hindi na ako nakapag-vlog ng mga ganito. Kaya usually reaction na tayo, yung reaction, informational, galing yung mga Filipino kasi nga tambayan ng Pilipino abroad, di ba? Yung pag-usapan natin about mga Filipino tayo, nanda sa ibang bansa, ganon. Napaka-busy ko talaga, hindi na ako nagre-real talk, nagre-reaction. Mostly, kumakain na lang ako. Pero now, nandito na ako sa bahay, nag-decide ako nga, pag-usapan natin, sandali lang si, ating former President, Rodrigo Duterte. Former President Rodrigo Duterte of the Philippines, he's still innocent until proven guilty. So, yan talaga ang ating, that's what we gonna put in our brain. Nga, hindi pa siya guilty. Kasi kikilitisin pa yan, guys. Yung iba kasi, ayun na, nag-conclude na nga, ito na siya, ang sama-sama niya, which is, yes, lahat naman tayo masama, pero depende sa anong ginagawa ni mo, diba? So, ngayon kasi, ang mga ginagawa ni President nung time sa kanya, this is about war on drug, diba? So, ngayon, marami naman talagang mga ebidensya sa nagawa niya. Pero wala tayong right to judge him. Kaya nga nandoon siya ngayon sa ICC. Kikilitisin lahat kung guilty ba talaga siya. Depende na yan. Kung totoong guilty siya o hindi guilty. So, mag-pray ang ating gagawin na yan sa in favor of Mr. Duterte. Pray na lang kayo, guys. Huwag kayong mag-away-away dyan. Pray na lang kayo nga sana mag-guilty man siya or hindi siya guilty, or kung sakaling guilty siya, sana bibigyan lang siya ng kukunting parusa, diba? So ngayon, wala na tayong decision yan, which is just pray. We just have to pray for him. Hindi naman ako Marcos, hindi naman din ako President Duterte. Makatao ako, guys, makatao ako kung sino yung mali, kung sino yung tama, kung sino yung hindi tama. I-judge yan, titimbangin yan, diba? So, yan, titimbangin yan. Makatao ako. Ayaw ko yung mga tao nga dinidiit nga wala namang kasalanan. You know what I mean? So, I believe in the judgment of the ICC. So, ngayon, kung ma-proven talaga nga maraming evidence dyan sa case niya, so doon na lang tayo. Doon natin ipipray. Kasi wala namang possible sa pray eh. So ngayon, ang daming natatanong nga, makabalik pa ba raw si President Duterte sa Philippines? Yes, kung hindi siya guilty, at talaga namang ibabalik yan, di ba? Pero for now, we cannot say yes or we cannot say no. So, ngayon, here's the breakdown. Sabi, as President Duterte will be back Philippines after his case in The Hague, it's currently uncertain when or if former Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte will return to the Philippines after his case with the International Criminal Court ICC in The Hague. Okay, here's the breakdown for all the people who want to know is Duterte is currently detained at The Hague, facing charges of crimes against humanity related to his administration war on drugs. So, yan ang nakafocus yan. Kaya crimes against humanity because of those war on drugs. The ICC investigation includes potential crimes committed during his presidency and also during his time as mayor of Davao City. So this has been a long time, which is the Philippines still connected with ICC. So in that alone, there is the case on that alone. So kailangan ipoprove na lang talaga kung ang mga evidence na i-gather nila kung iyan, maaprobahan, kung nagkasala ba o wala. Kaya pag-usapan natin na alam naman natin ngayon, gulong-gulo, whether doon ka sa Philippines, nandito ka sa US, nandoon ka sa The Hague, wherever in the world, kaguluhan. Kung sinong favor ni former President Rodrigo Duterte or yung current president na si BBM. Siyempre lang bawat vlogger, yung bawat defender sa mga vloggers nandoon na yon, di ba? Nandoon na yan sila, nagdebate na yan. Pero guys, sasabihin ko sa inyo, laylo kayo, wag kayong below the belt kasi Politics yan. Saka wag kayong magsisira ng mga tao. Okay? Wag kayong, umiwas lang kayo kasi at the end of the day, kung sakasakaling anong mangyayari sa mga pinagsabi-sabi nyong below the belt in that particular VIP person, baka mamaya kayo ang magkaroon ng problema sa sarili nyong buhay. Sarili nyong personal daily life nyo, gano'n. Hindi nyo na, huwag nyo hihintayin yan kasi may pamilya kayo, di ba? Meron kayong pamilya, the very important, kaya nga tayo nag-abroad dahil sa makatulong tayo sa ating pamilya. Pamilya talaga, di ba? So, unahin yan pamilya, okay? Pero ngayon, syempre, as a Filipinos, tapos meron naman tayong talagang mga disagreement nga, oh, ayaw ko niyang presidente na yan, ayaw ko niyang ganito, ganun, natural lang yan. Kasi politics, ganyan talaga. Pero now, ang masasabi ko ngayon kasi this is real. What happened to former President Rodrigo Duterte in the Philippines, what happened now is real. This is not a joke. You cannot make this a joke, or you cannot even debate for this on your blog or to anyone else, because this is for real. The former president of the Philippines, Rodrigo Duterte, he is in The Hague right now, in the Netherlands, in ICC, International Criminal Court. So sa hindi pa nakakaalam niyan, ICC, International Criminal Court. So bakit ang question sa karamihan, bakit napunta si Mr. Rodrigo sa The Hague, sa international, nga meron naman tayong Philippines court, di ba? Kasi nung time na yon, ay nako, tumatawag. Kasi nung time na yon, guys, ang Philippines ay nakipag stick together pa sa Netherlands na mga rules, regulation about that. Pero as of now, wala na eh. Pero that case, doon pa yon, yung nangyari na yon, di ba? So, kaya, ang Interpol, nag-i-interrupt or nag-interaction because they think, yes, we still have a right to do this because what this started when the Philippines still friends with this, still connected with this, still they have this together with ICC. So that was their decision that the Interpol really intercepts for these things. Supposedly, kung hindi lang talaga ang Philippines nakipag together at that time, siguro hindi mapadala si Mr. Rodrigo sa ICC. Pero wala na tayong magawa dyan, nandyan na yan, di ba? So ngayon, maraming nagsasabi at maraming super positive, which is okay. Be positive. It's okay to be positive. But, like I said, this is real. This is not a joke. This is not even a dream. This is so real, guys. So ngayon, kaya wala naman tayong magagawa dyan. Andyan na yan. Kailangan lilitisin naman yan. Hindi naman yan pwede hindi lilitisin. So, syempre, for now, the former President Rodrigo Duterte, he is not guilty. For now. He is innocent. Kaya kikilatisin talaga yan. Okay? The ICC investigation has determined that acts committed during the war on drugs, so this is so particular, reached the threshold of crimes against humanity. So yan ang nasasabi sa reports, including extrajudicial execution and human rights violation. So, napasabi dito nga, kaya na-include ito, kaya na-conclude ito, kaya nasabing crimes against humanity ang crime ni former President Duterte because na-reach niya ang threshold. Kumbaga, yung level 1, level 2, kung ma-reach mo yung level 2, na itong level 2, kung ma-reach mo yung crime na level 2 na yan, that means you are included in the ICC. You're included in the human, what is that? Crimes against human. Crimes against humanity. So ngayon, yung mga, kung mag-gathered, this is just a reports, guys. This is not the facts for now. This is not the facts for now. This is just what's the report saying that na-reach na ang threshold ni Mr. Duterte. Kaya yung case niya ngayon is crimes against humanity. Kasi na-reach na talaga ang threshold niya. Pero yan lang nasasabi dito. This is just the report. There is no evidence yet. They have to gather all the evidence. Let's see the facts. Kung totoo ba talaga nga na-reach niya ang threshold. Kaya ngayon, meron siyang nakapinding na kaso for this coming September 2025. Kikilitisin na nila ang kaso ni Mr. Rodrigo Duterte kung totoo ba talaga na na-reach niya ang threshold for crimes against humanity. So, hold on lang kayo dyan mga fans ni Mr. Rodrigo. Kasi yung mga balita lang ito, guys, this is balita lang muna. Kaya kikilatisin yan. Ngayon, kung mag-gathered na ang mga evidence na talagang na-reach niya ang threshold, so, doon na yun. Masasabing, he is guilty. So, mag-pray tayo na hindi niya ma-reach ang threshold. Here, according to this report, he reached his threshold. That's why the Interpol took him and bring him there in the ICC, in The Hague. Okay? Because that's what they thought, that he reached the threshold of crimes against humanity. Now, don't get high blood for all those people, the fans of, especially the family of Mr. Rodrigo Duterte. They're still gathering all the evidence. And just pray nga hindi talaga niya ma-reach ang threshold. And then a pre-trial hearing has been scheduled for September 23 to determine if there is enough evidence to proceed to the trial. Now, yun. Kahit nasabi nila, kaya nandoon si President sa ICC, kasi nga, according to the Interpol, or all of this there, na-reach nila ang threshold. So ngayon, kikilatisin yan. Guys, hold on ha. Yung kayong mga naha-high blood na dyan, kikilatisin pa ito. Yung naha-high blood na dyan, hold on muna kasi igagathered pa yan ang mga evidence nila. So kaya ngayon, September 23, 2025, yan ang pre-trial niya to see or to look at all the evidence that gathered there to present there. Ngayon, kung masasabi sa judge na, oh, okay, na-reach niya ang crimes against humanity, kailangan talagang atin siyang parusahan. So, wala nating magawa dyan. Kaya ngayon, ipipray na lang nyo nga talagang hindi marireach ang level ng crime humanity sa mga evidence nga i-gather nila. So ngayon, ang aking masasabi niyan, kukuha kayo ng magaling na abogado. Guys, yung family ni Mr. Rodrigo Duterte, I believe you guys have a lot of money. So if you have a lot of money, you can buy or you can hire a big, good, super duper good lawyer. Kasi kung meron talagang good lawyer, malulusutan pa talaga yan, guys. Kasi depende kasi yan sa lawyer nga super good talaga eh. Kasi nga, at that time, he has in power. President pa siya at that time. So he he can make an executive decision for this matters, right? And yung sa mayor pa rin siya, so he still have a power to do so. So he has an obligation to make his city where he was mayor to be less crime. So that's why he has to put the law, his law. He makes the law for it, you know. So yung nagka-president din siya, so he has also a right to make a decision because he is the president. All president can have an executive decision if necessary. So, they had a power to do so. So, ngayon, kaya, kailangan kukuha kayo ng lawyer na pinakamagaling at matalino as in na lawyer kasi pwede pa itong syempre, matutwist. Maano siya, anong tawag nito, yung makilatis talaga, yung maintindihan talaga kung ano talaga, kung bakit nagawa niya yon, yung ma-articulate talaga yung mga words for words, ma-articulate talaga sa pinaka-the best na lawyer, ma-articulate niya nga words for words, why he did this, why he did that in his term. So, kailangan talaga hired kayo ng the best lawyer. Yan lang ang aking masasabi dito ngayon nga hired kayo ng the best lawyers. I understand nga the best lawyers are the one who is very expensive lawyers. But you guys have money. I understand that you guys are rich. Your family are rich. So spend that money, hired a good lawyer. Never know, hindi ma-reach ang level ng human, ng crimes against human. Hindi ma-reach ang crimes against humanity. Okay? So, depende lang talaga yan kung kukuha kayo ng magaling na lawyer. Kasi bawat words, kahit maliit na words, guys, pwede ya talagang i-articulate yan sa magaling na lawyer. Bawat articulating words, there is a meaning. Kahit isang words, kung ang meaning yan, sasabihin, oh, he has a right to do so. For example lang ha, for example. Then that's it. He is good. He is okay. So, he didn't commit that crime. So, yan guys ha. Yun lang ang aking masasabi nga. Kayong mga ano dyan, so, in terms of his release, so ngayon guys, sa ating mga Filipino nga nandito sa ibang bansa, relax lang kayo. At yung mga Filipino nga nandyan sa Hague, sa Netherlands ngayon, lucky for you guys. So, kung meron kayong magawa dyan, balita ko, namimiss ng pagkain ni former president, yung yung pagkain niya, di ba? Yung mga simple life pagkain. So, namimiss na. So, dadalhin nyo yun. Pwede naman siguro. Pwede naman yan eh. Pwede naman yung kayo magdala ng pagkain dyan eh. So, ngayon, yan ang gagawin nyo. But for now, wag kayong mga Filipino dyan, especially mga OFW, mostly sa atin mga OFW, di ba? Relax lang kayo. Kasi ang importante, pamilya nyo. Baka mamaya, kung ano nang ginagawa-gawa nyo dyan, which is I heard already, tapos masisira yung pagka-OFW nyo, pagka-workers nyo, foreign workers nyo, tapos maibalik kayo sa Pinas, tapos ngayon, hindi na tuloy kayo maka-abroad, so nasisira na yung financing ng pamilya nyo, pagtutulong nyo sa pamilya nyo, pinapag-aral nyo, blah blah blah, everything like that. So masisira na. So ngayon, wag nyong isusugal yung wag nyong isusugal ang malakas bang aking boses? Hindi naman siguro wag nyong isusugal ang position nyo as overseas Filipino workers, okay? So, ang gagawin nyo lang, suportahan nyo lang, magluto kayo ng pagkain, punta kayo doon, ganon, kasi nandyan nga kayo sa Netherlands, diba? I'm talking about the Filipino who lives in Netherlands and closest to The Hague. So, ayan guys, Yan lang ang magagawa nyo for now. Pero, yun nga mong sasabi ko. They have to gather all the evidence before they even proven guilty. Guilty beyond reasonable doubt. As in, beyond reasonable doubt. Kukuha kayo ng lawyer. Miss Sarah, kuha kayo ng good lawyer. It's worth it. Alright guys, thank you so much. And I see you in my next video. Of course, kain-kain ng aking video ngayon. Pero kung may time ako, magre-real talk ako, current event. Of course, mga Pilipino. Bye-bye guys! And don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, Tambayan ng Pinoy Abroad, subscribe kayo. And then share din sa inyong mga friends dyan. Remember, naka-base ako sa USA. Pagkain ni Duterte, mga paborito ko rin yun eh. Paksiw na isda. Ito nga fish stick to eh. Bye-bye! Subscribe and share and like. Thank you so much!